Okay, Seven and fellas, I just woke up, but there was a leak of all the returning Pokemon. All the Pokemon that are going to be returning in the Scarlet and Violet DLC. I think it's one of the same things that happened with Sword and Shield, where a lot of the Pokedex entries were deleted and stuff like that. But anyway, I'm going to be talking about some of the big ones. Some of the big boys that are returning. So let's get into it. Starting off, we have Venusaur. Venusaur is gonna do what it always does. It's got the chlorophyll sleep powder. It maybe still has Weather Ball, Leaf Storm. There's a really fast and generally bulky sleep powder, which I think this Pokemon is going to pair really well with Groudon, Koraidon, all the Sunsetters basically. And speaking of weather, Politoed. Politoed is also big because it's got the drizzle. Maybe it'll get Scald again as like a move tutor. I know everything lost Scald this gen, except Volcanion, but Volcanion doesn't need Scald because it already has Steaming Eruption. So I don't know, but it's got the Scald, it's got the Perish Song, it's got the Icy Wind, got the Pact. That's basically what you do. Politoed's gonna be pretty big because before we have Kyogre, this is what we're going to have along with Pelipper. It's got the pretty decent bulk, pretty decent speed. It's got basically everything Politoed does that it used to do. Next up is Porygon 2. You go download, right? Yeah. This thing is massive for Trick Room. Because currently the 3 best Pokemon to set Trick Room are, well, 4. There's Indeedee, there's Armarouge, there's Farigiraf, and there's one more, Hatterene. But the bulk on this thing is blowing all of those out of the water. It's being Porygon 2, basically. You know, you got the Tri-Attack, you got the Trick Room. I don't know what else you ran. Let me see, hang on. Gen 8. Okay, you don't have Spike Muff Cup anymore, but I'm just gonna see what Porygon 2 has. Ally Switch, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Thunderwave. You know, it's got some good stuff. It's doing Porygon 2 stuff. So next, we need to talk about Smeargle. Smeargle is coming back, and Smeargle coming back means this. It gets Revival Blessing. Smeargle's gonna have Revival Blessing now, which is, you know, Revival Blessing, Fake Out, Spore. And then the last move can be basically whatever you want. It can be like, Follow Me, it can be, it can get Salt Cure. I don't know how big that's gonna be for it. It can do some stuff to Kyogre, I guess. But Smeargle coming back. This Pokemon scares me now. It was scary before. I don't know how well Smeargle does specifically with open team sheets. Because the thing with Smeargle before was the unpredictability of it. You didn't know what moves it had. It was like a gambling game. You're playing Russian roulette and always losing because it's Smeargle. But now with open team sheet, you can see what your opponent's Smeargle has and prepare for it, which is pretty big. It's pretty big, I gotta say. So I think Smeargle got both a buff and a nerf this gen, but overall, you know, the tools it's gonna do the regular annoying Smeargle things, which I don't like. Either run Moody or own Tempo. Technician could work if you want that fake on to have more power coming off that base 20 attack slot, but I think, yeah, I might just go Moody. Next is going to be Dusclops. Dusclops is coming back, which, like Porygon 2, it's got the bulky Trick Room. It seems that the DLC is giving us a lot of really bulky Trick Room sets to do. You do Will-O-Wisp, you do... I think you did Shadow Ball. Like, Protect. You did something. You did these stuff. But there's not really much to say about Dusclops and Porygon 2 that isn't just really, really bulky Trick Room. So, it's fun that they're returning, because I love Trick Room, so I'm kind of vibing here. Next is going to be Mamoswine. You can do Oblivious, so it's immune to Intimidate. You go Life Orb. You go Earthquake. Honestly, it might get this. Mamoswine might get Headlong Rush. It also might get Ice Spinner. It already has Ice Shard. Mamoswine, in general, is really good. It won Worlds before. You know, it was really good in Spikemuth Cup, and especially with the new buff that the Ice type got this gen. This thing is going to be a defensive beast. Along with sending you to the Shadow Realm. Yeah, I think Mamoswine would have been amazing in Series 1 if it was legal. What was I? Yeah, Mamoswine, I think it's coming a bit late for my liking, but if it's coming in DLC 1, then that's completely fine. Because that's not too far away in a format where I don't think we'll be dealing with restricteds at that point. Next is going to be Excadrill. So we're finally going to have a good sand Pokemon now. You might also get Headlong Rush. It'll be crazy if you did. The Iron Head. Basically, Excadrill is going to completely... Yeah, Excadrill's going to completely just invalidate any niche Lycanroc head as a partner with Tyranitar. You might just run Terra Ground for, like, the big Earthquake. You might just do that. Can you hit 105? Oh, I mean 155. Oh, you're just short of outspeeding Booster Bundle in Tailwind. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, well, you still outspeed main at least. You're outspeeding main. It's not outspeeding Booster Bundle. There's not much you can do about that. We can't change your stats. But I think Excadrill can be really, really good because of how prevalent things like Arcanine. Yeah, you might run Clear Amulet to avoid the Intimidates. You know, you're gonna be really good into Arcanine, into Flutter Mane, into Iron Hands. Iron Hands is a big one. Yeah, he's doing the regular Excadrill stuff. Next is the moment you've all been waiting for. Okay, I'm not doing that. Whimsicott. You go Covert Cloak, you go Terra Dark, you go Encore, you go Tailwind, and you maybe go Trick Room, and you go Moonblast. It just does the regular Whimsicott stuff, and now we have Whimsicott plus Terra Water Kyogre. I don't like that. That scares me. Whimsicott, you scare me. Now you can't even be faked out. Why are you like this? Why? What? Next is going to be Incineroar. Yeah. So, as much as people like to hate Incineroar, I used to be one of those people. Incineroar's kind of necessary. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of necessary. It's like the gatekeeper to power creep. Pretty much, it's the gatekeeper to power creep. You know, it's got the Flare Blitz, it's got the Fake Out, it's got the Parting Shot, you know, it's got all these tools that make it as good as it always has been, and probably always will be, unless it somehow gets out power crept, which is, I don't know how that's gonna happen. Because Incineroar, you can't out power creep the gatekeeper to power creep, although I guess Bundle does kind of deck the halls with him. If Bundle's decking the halls with him, that's not very fun. But other than that, Incineroar coming back is pretty huge. And then lastly, I forgot to put this in the list before, there's going to be Alolan Ninetales. Because this is a confirmed one. Along with Whimsicott, along with Whimsicott, Alolan Ninetales is another confirmed one. You're going to do Light Clay. You're going to do Aurora Veil. That's all you need. The ice, because of, like I mentioned with Mammothswine, the ice type got a very big buff this gen. When in the snow, your defense is boosted by 1.5. So not only is this a specially defensive beast, there's also going to be a physically defensive one now too. Especially with Aurora Veil up. There's going to be no taking down this thing. You can combine it with, let's say Calyrex Ice. You can combine it with Alolan Sand Slash. That's another one coming back. And while we're here, I'm just going to talk. It's not as good as the rest, but I'm going to talk about Alolan Sand Slash for a bit. You can do Loaded Dice with Icicle Spear. You know, you can do Iron Head. You can do Ice Shard. You can do Protect. That's all you need. While the typing is very unfortunate, I still 4 times weak to 2 different types. That Loaded Dice Icicle Spear with the base 100 attack in snow is going to be insane. But yeah, I think that's all the big ones, like the biggest ones. If there's any that I missed, please let me know in the comments. I think the biggest one is Smeargle. Smeargle scares me. Whimsicott and Incineroar are also really big. That I think Ninetales is the next best. But other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.